What you doing picking in them people's window?
STRshow.com.
1, 2.
We welcome you back to another jam-packed edition of For the Record, alongside Coach PR and Jamal Jamo, the international man of leisure. I am Eitan Shander, and we are here for the next hour. We're jam-packed. We're going to be speaking with legendary MC Royal Flush. He's got a new album, new project out, so we'll not only talk to him about that, but everything in the world of sports that we can touch on. Speaking of the world of sports, something happening with the NFL draft, weed in the NFL, more on the NBA playoffs that we have to dive into. I may even bring up a radius as far as Tinder, how far you want to travel in order to smash, because I can't get away from it. We may revisit an argument that we had last time with Jamal and Coach PR. I'm going to stay out of this one. I don't even know how it began. I think
You started it.
It started with Coach being wrong and me being right.
Well, that's pretty much, that pretty much sums it all up right there. And also, we want to thank the people providing our music this week. Each and every week, we've got the iStandard BOC Producer of the Week. This case, we've got two. So first up, Focus of Aftermath fame. Of course, you know him with Dr. Dre. Also, the game documentary. Sha Money XL is our other Producer of the Week. Former president of G-Unit, legendary A&R. So we are jam-packed, man. We got a huge show for you. Make sure you stick here. It's For the Record.
1, 2.
STRshow.com.
We are back. It is another edition of For the Record, sitting alongside Coach PR and Jamal Jamo. I'm Eitan Shander. So the NFL draft takes place, and it was outdoors. It was this outdoor event in Philadelphia. And being down in Philly, it's one of the rare times that I feel, Jamal, that I can talk about the city where I live in, where Coach PR isn't going to jump all over me and say, that dirty, nasty, smelly lot of a city, Philadelphia.
Bum teams.
All the bad sporting teams and fans. We were on front and center stage, and Philly held it down.
Yes, you were.
How do you hate Philly?
I mean, come on. I'm a Mets guy, man.
I'm a Mets guy, too. I'm a New Yorker
guy,
through and through. I'm a Knicks guy,
man.
too, but I love
I'm a Rangers
Philly.
Islanders guy, man.
Are you a vegetarian?
Like, the only thing I like from Pennsylvania is Pittsburgh Steelers. That's it.
What?
That's the biggest violation I've ever heard.
That's it, bro.
What? Nah, wait. The Pittsburgh Steelers are your football team?
You go Western
I'm a
PA?
Steelers fan. What would I go to the Eagles for?
You're a Mets and a Knicks fan, but you like the Steelers.
I love the Steelers.
Do you even watch sports? How do you do that?
Do I watch sports? Is this guy again?
But wait,
He's the guy telling you last time that LeBron's better.
how are you a
than
Steelers
Kobe.
fan? Are you a New Yorker?
Yeah, I mean, you want to know real quick? Can I just tell
Yeah,
you real
please. Fandom is who
Is
we
your
are.
Uncle Mean Joe Green?
No, I'm going to show my age when I do this. So before video games, they were the
tabletop?
The board game with the vibrating thing.
Sure.
Man, and they like this and they move around.
Yeah.
Every year, it was like the video games. Whoever won the Super Bowl was on the cover, and you get that team. It was the Steelers and the Cowboys. The Cowboys were America's team. I hated them. That's when I'm like 6, 7 years old.
Why not just like the Giants? They play the
I
Cowboys
hate
twice
the
a year.
Giants.
Wow.
Or the Jets.
Jets is my second team.
You have a second team?
Yeah.
Yeah, second teams are tough.
That's a violation.
So here's where I'm at, and this is the unfortunate reality for me is my uncle is from South Philadelphia, 13th and Dickinson down there.
Born and raised?
Oh, yeah, only thing he gave a shit about is the Eagles. I don't even think he could recognize hockey if it's on TV. He doesn't care about basketball or baseball. That was it. As a kid, he would come up and physically take me down Saturday and force me to stay over there and then bring me to these tire fire pregame things in this fucking cold-ass parking lot at, 8 a.m.
Bill's character.
Right. So I'm sure I was told some shit like that.
Make you tough.
Here I am, like my entire family, my mom, her entire family from Jamaica, Queens, right? So it's it's a Mets, it's the Jets, it's Rangers, it's Knicks, you're in this household.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But because my uncle made sure, so I grew up an Eagles fan. But it was difficult to sell that because people are like, oh, but here's the thing. I couldn't come back and be like, I'm a bandwagon. What the fuck am I bandwagoning on? They haven't won a Super Bowl.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not like Randall Cunningham was winning MVP after MVP. So it's not like I jumped on the Miami Heat once LeBron went down there.
Right.
But at the same time, speaking to you as far as dealing with another fandom outside where you're from, I dealt with that with one team, and it was frustrating. Because that's all I knew was the Eagles, yet at the same time, people from New York are like, the fuck is wrong with you? Why aren't you a Giants-Jets fan? And people from Philly, it's the most provincial place on the planet, are like, no, you can't root for our Eagles team. You're not from here. So here I am in limbo.
But what are you? Are you Eagles
Yeah,
fan?
I'm an Eagles fan.
Okay.
Yeah,
What about you?
that's why I got the fire chip shirt.
Giants on mine. I was in Arizona. I was in Scottsdale and Phoenix for the Final Four, and Chip Kelly was at the hotel bar. Had no idea it was Chip Kelly. Was talking all the shit in the world, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about the fucking Eagles. Like, all due respect to the city of Philly, beautiful city. Don't give a fuck about Chip Kelly.
Good.
We're at the bar.
Neither do we, my G.
He's with the ugliest hooker-looking woman I've ever seen. All due respect if it was his wife. I don't know.
He's not married.
His mom?
No.
She was too young.
I don't know.
I don't play with Cat's mom.
I don't know if you know about Chip, but Chip lived in a house that had a couch and a TV, and that was it. Like, we don't even know if he had a bed in that thing.
Sheesh.
He's
He
out
was living
there.
like one of Taz's angels, just living dirty. So either way, he ended up picking up the rounds at the bar. So for that, he gets the occasional nod.
No. Don't believe it. He's a bad
All
guy.
right, you're right. The drinks are already paid for.
Yes.
Fuck him.
Fuck his ass.
And we put 3 cigars on his tab, the expensive kind.
Good.
Too. But
Good.
nah, as
Good
far
for
as
you.
my team, I'm Giants, Knicks, Mets. That's on mine.
Okay.
I was a Yankees fan for a little bit in high school and college. Then they signed A-Rod, and I had to stop fucking with him. Queens guy from Far Rockaway, so it was Mets on mine early on with Strawberry and the Cocaine Cowboys, and so now I'm back in Mets town. Though it might not be a bad time to be a Yankees fan because this kid Judge is
serious.
Yeah.
he's a problem. He looks like a creative player.
And
Yes,
the Mets
he does, like
pitcher's
his
arms
name.
keep falling off.
Yeah, like,
So
yeah.
now might be a time to jump ship.
Yeah, I might.
I've
I
never
don't
do
know.
that. But let me tell you something about
I'm not the type of guy to have 2 teams, man. That's not me.
It's a team I had to do it because I'm from New York. I have to say, if anybody team from New York, the Jets. But the fans of New York, if you're a Mets and a Knicks fan, more than likely you're a Jets fan. I
Right.
don't know how you got Giants.
Oh, because I like football.
Yeah, but
You like winning football.
I like enjoying the game of football.
I know.
It's bad enough I'm a Knicks fan. I
Yeah.
don't want to commit suicide year round.
Have you ever noticed that
You got
the
Charles
Jet
Smith
fans or the
running
Mets
around
fans?
your
Yeah, Mets fans
because
are
they
usually
played
Jets
at
fans.
Shea Stadium together. They
Yeah,
played there.
it's because people usually like
Right.
futility.
And Giants and Yankees and Nets or the Rangers are the same fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're basically the same.
I feel like Knicks are kind of the only across the board one, but it is usually like Mets, Jets, and
Yeah,
yeah,
for sure.
usually, and Islanders usually falls in there. But I'm a Rangers guy if I have to watch hockey. So
Rangers.
yeah,
So, real quick, as far as the draft is concerned, I was there, but I'm curious as far
Philly's
as
on a show.
right, as far as the outside, as far as the experience of just watching it on TV. I tried to watch some of it on the NFL Network for the most part, and I don't know, because I'm there and you're in the bubble, I don't know from the outside if they overdid it. If it was too much as far as showing the crowd and everything like that, or if it was just recognizing that it was such. I mean, this was like Coachella, man.
Yes,
this
100%.
was a festival.
It was full on. They put on the Dog and Pony Show, and it felt like they were trying to. It felt like the old adage, you got to spend money to make money. It felt like they were trying to put out the dollars so that they could get some dollars back. Like between like announcing a pick from space, Drew Pearson, which was fucking phenomenal,
Oh
going
my
full
God, how great was that?
WWE on them, and like just like being like I hate the Cowboys, or the NFC East on mine, so it's always Giants. But like, and it's fuck the Cowboys beyond anything in the world. But like the fact that he was out there like cheering for everybody, shouting out Jerry Jones,
Yes,
he
like
was
Hall of
Jesus
Fame,
himself.
and then the crowd was giving it to him too. Like
Yeah,
it
like
wasn't
it was-
cursing or throwing
No,
shit.
they were
it
just
was,
booing him. It was a good
perfect
energy.
theater.
It was good sports energy. Like,
You
yes,
mentioned
it was
WWE.
good.
It's so funny because I said the same thing locally, which was it reminded me of these old WrestleManias where the villain wins and he grabs the mic and he's talking and everybody's throwing shit in the ring.
And he does the 5-minute promo that's just pure gold. Absolutely. No,
So
it was
funny.
Yeah, that was
So you
excellent.
didn't think it was overdone?
That's why I'm asking. You don't think that's just becoming like?
Oh
too
no,
much,
it
like
was
a
way too
skeptical-
overdone, but they need to get the Family Dollar back. You look at where the people are so afraid of the NFL right now. Between CTE, between Will Smith's
everything.
god awful fucking movie, or not god awful movie, but movie with the god awful accent. Between all this shit where like where football is now like this fearful game, between domestic violence and all this other shit.
everything, right.
Like people don't want to touch the NFL in terms of being a family game. So they needed that. So you do it in a city like Philly that's not notoriously friendly.
The brotherly love city.
There's not a lot of love for the brother. Like
A little more love for the brother than in Boston.
Yeah, I was gonna say the city with
Yeah.
less love for brothers.
Right.
But you take a city like that's a notorious sports geared city and very strong and adamant about their sports. Not very like a very tough town. And you show like that they can be a city where like
Like they look like they were trying to get the fucking Olympics in Philly. Like they put on.
That's why it's too much for me. It's just too much for me.
But they need to do that so that you show it's family friendly.
And I get it, but it's like, come on, man. It's like what they're doing to the
coaches are purists. He only wants to support his 5 teams.
Yeah, what is wrong with you, man? I feel like this is a new human being.
To me, it's ridiculous.
Today.
Like, you get awards for 5th and 6th place. Now they doing an award show for the NBA. Let's get the hell out of here with this shit.
Well, forget the award.
So just give LeBron the MVP and walk away?
Do that. It's too much. Like, it's too much of a spectacle. Like everything right now, the draft is so.
All right, but to nerd out for a quick second, they kind of have to do that. When you look at the way entertainment is going, when all this shit is going to streaming and everything is on-demand entertainment except for event-based viewing, then you have to turn everything into an event. Otherwise, you're getting it from an app, or you're getting it from your phone, or you're getting it like Eitan right now ignoring us.
No, I was getting a picture. Here's the thing. You're right. You're right to call me out, Jamal, because I was trying to be a little sneaky here and
Put
slick.
the camera right on him.
But I'm getting you a picture. I mean, this is Saturday. This is day 3. Okay, and
I can't see. What's this? An i3 turnaround?
No, it's like an iPhone 5. It's Boost Mobile.
Don't
you know
make
what I'm
fun of
saying?
that, man. It's paid for though.
Listen, man, it's not prepaid. I'm actually paying a monthly thing.
Oh,
but
it's not
the
Obama
phone itself
phone.
is paid for.
Oh, right. I'm not paying it off, right? And nobody bought it for me. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I bought my phone.
I'm not any sugar baby or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
He all got a thought phone. He got the phone with somebody else's name.
There's
on
nothing
it.
wrong with being a sugar baby. Just don't be a sugar daddy. There's nothing wrong with getting it.
Here's the
you don't
thing.
want to give it out.
I don't know how much you've experienced this, but on Tinder, I'm going to get to this a little bit later in the show. I'm going to bring something up on Tinder, but it's filled with sugar babies.
Oh,
right?
100%.
But here's the thing. I get hit every now and again with 30, 32-year-old sugar babies. And I'm thinking to myself, at what point are you outgrowing the sugar baby? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're at 32 and you can't, that's Saturday, real quick. I mean, here, Buddha, check this out. This is Saturday, and it was probably around 100,000 people, and it was a festival. So to Coach PR saying, everything about, hey, it wasn't fun, or, family event as far as like Jamal's
They
point.
make a big family event.
They need to because they got to bring back the
You
family
had
money.
people drinking, and you had kids, and you had toddlers, and everything in between, and it was like.
It's my kind of
And-
fucking.
but
Where's
party, though.
football money going? It's not going
Festival.
anywhere. It's not going anywhere. Come on, let's be real.
If people stop paying for it, it is.
It's never gonna stop.
It's not going to go anywhere.
Never.
But it can
It's getting bigger and bigger.
Not always. And that's
bigger.
how things. Look, man, they think the money isn't going anywhere until a league is trying to put fucking logos on jerseys. So you thought the NBA money wasn't ever going to be crazy. Players want bigger contracts. Money has to come from somewhere. Especially if the game is more and more dangerous. Like, that money has to come from somewhere.
All right, real quick, I'm told that we've got breaking news. We have a special guest who is hopping on the line with us right now.
Okay.
So we're putting everybody on the spot because I didn't even know about this as well.
All right.
He's not currently here with us in the physical, but he missed us so much that he felt compelled to give us a phone call, mainly because he probably heard Coach PR's bullshit last time about LeBron and Kobe.
Madness.
It is the one and only DJ Sneaker Sensei.
Sensei's gonna agree with me.
Young Corbin.
Yo!
What's up, Sensei?
Yo, I'm fresh off the Fire Festival, the best word
Fire.
festival ever. Fire, eating my cheese sandwiches, drinking Veuve Clicquot for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I'm stepping on your marble floors with my LeVar Ball slippers on.
So you was the only one at the Fire Festival then?
How much did you make out of that?
Well, I got paid before I leave, man. I'm one of those smart black businessmen.
Yes. Wristband in the check before anything else happens. Let them know.
I secured a bag before I jump on the plane, but it was an experience. But like, what I really come to talk about, did you see the breaking news today? LeVar Ball's Big Baller Brand debuting sneakers at $400 for the sneakers.
We've been talking about it.
$220 for the flip-flop.
You are the perfect person, man, to talk about this thing because I don't know anybody. I don't know if the three of us have met anybody that would pay that money for those kicks.
Corbin's not going to pay for them, but he's going to have a pair.
Oh, yeah. We know you're going to have a pair, but come on, be fair. You wouldn't buy them.
Listen, I would not buy those. I would not buy any performance shoe for $500 retail. Now, there's been stuff that I wanted to probably catch up on that I might have missed or I destroyed and I want to get that might reach that $300, $400 mark, but I'm not going to buy it.
Corbin, when these things are sitting in TJ Maxx next to the vanilla candles for $37.95, are you picking them up? Are you breaking 220s for them?
Well, I got a house upstate now and I got to mow the lawn, so might as well do it in style. But what I'm trying to say is that this kid is going to hate his father.
Oh, 100%.
And you know why?
Gonna?
Let me tell you why he's gonna hate his father, and I'm gonna tell you a true story. Kevin Love, my guy, his father Stan Love, right, was really disrespectful to some executives at Nike. You know what I'm saying? Because he felt that Adidas was the way to go, and he went to UCLA, which was an Adidas school. And when Kevin Love made it to the Cleveland Cavaliers, he was in that locker room, and he saw all those fly packages that LeBron was opening up, and saw all those fly packages that JR was opening up, and saw all those fly packages that Kyrie was opening up. And he had that brand 360 from Asia, that Asian brand 360, and that made him change and he kind of resented his pops for shitting on those other big brands. Now, wherever LeVar Ball ends up, he's going to see his father as the villain, because he's going to see all them other guys getting those PEs and
he's
the
out here in the
promotion
NBA
and
2K creative player
commercials
shoe
and stuff like that. And all LeVar Ball going to get is a YouTube unboxing video by some nigga in the projects. So it's going to be a rough road for this boy, man.
You know,
And
PR
I'm
got to say something about that.
Never
man.
spending
that bag
no
is
money
gonna
like
be full,
that.
man.
What bag is his bag of shoes that nobody's
Oh
buying?
man, that's all their money though.
Yeah, it's all their money. So when people buy
That doesn't
3
have to be
pairs,
split to go
they
to
walk away
nobody.
with $1,500.
You really think it's only that? You don't think that's gonna sell out?
I know it won't.
Master P sneakers
let's
did
bet
good.
money right now.
Master P sneakers did good, bro.
Master
But wait
P
a
had
second.
all of New Orleans behind him. Who the
That's
fuck
all
is
you
buying
need.
Lonzo Balls?
Time out.
Chino Hills is
Yeezy-
buying Lonzo Balls?
Yeezy is not selling retail at $500. Yeezy ain't selling retail.
What's Yeezy's going for?
The
400 and
pre-
change.
300.
It's $230 at the
200.
store.
$230, yeah.
It's $230 at the store, and if you want it back door, you can get it for $400 to $500. He's talking about $400 retail on the shelf at
$495 retail.
$495. First of all, last time I checked, LeVar Ball has no distribution. Foot Locker's not going to pick him. Let me tell you. Let's talk about the business. Let's not even look at the might be. Let's talk about the business. Foot Locker's going to pick that brand up. Is Champs going to pick that brand up? Who's going to carry
They're
that
not gonna
shit?
pick them. They're not going to pick those things up.
Nah,
Who's gonna carry?
at some point it hurts your credibility, right? If you're one of those stores and you start running that line.
Absolutely. So what he has is a $495 mixtape that he going to be in the parking lot trying to push. He got a mixtape that he going to be like, yo, brother, check out my
With
Who
no
else is gonna
fire
wear
on
that
it.
shit?
Nope.
A mixtape with no singles.
With no
Bunch of
singles.
Yachty features.
Every artist on this mixtape, nobody heard. Nobody heard.
Me and PR gonna make a bet because I'm betting cash money that these things will not sell out. If they make 5 pairs, they're selling
Think about
2.
that, right? He doesn't have distribution,
No,
right?
if they
You talk about the
make
business
5
part.
pairs, they're only selling 3.
Let's talk about the business part. All right, we'll go back on that. So you really think with no distribution, his manufacturer is probably not going to give him as much put out as everybody else, right? So he's gonna probably make. Let's say he gives 100 pairs. Whatever it is going to be a small amount. He's going to sell that off, bro.
Nah.
And that's all their money.
So hold on.
That's
so
all
hold on,
their
time out,
money.
time
They have
out,
to do
time
split
out,
nobody.
Come out, coach. You know why? You know why that $495 is because he can't fulfill an order. So he went to a manufacturer and said, I need 100 units. And the guy said, you're not turning over the units, I can give you the deep discount at. So he's probably catching them units for $200 a piece. All right?
He's gonna drop
He got
them. He's gonna
100
drop those prices.
He has to.
Yeah, at some point.
The same thing that people said in Dog Stephon Marbury about his sneakers, and he became so big with those sneakers.
I'm sorry.
And now he's Jordan over there in
Yeah,
China.
Wait.
But
You
hold
didn't
up,
just
but hold
liken
up.
Stephon
But hold
Marbury
up,
to
but
Lonzo.
but
Stephon Marbury has a factory. Pardon me,
hold
Jay.
on.
He has a factory. And he
Not when
was
he first
actually-
came out. Not when he first came
but
out.
he was selling his shoes at $30 a pop.
Right.
They
No,
were
but-
moving.
Right. That was ugly
He's selling
shit.
for less. But first of all, Stephon Marbury had Stephen Barry's. Stephen Barry's had a factory already. They were already factored in China. When Shaq did Twism, it was a subsidiary of Champion through JCPenney's and Walmart.
Yeah.
So all these people had these big machines behind them. This LeVar Ball is buying one-offs from the Chinaman over there in the
He got
factory.
Leangelo
It's not
stitching
about
him in the garage.
Yeah, there's no
so-
way he's getting into Walmart.
He got his sons
my
making
prediction-
Not for that much. Not for that
my
much.
prediction: by year 2 or 3, the Ball brothers will be at a. They're gonna go to Nike, then go to Adidas. They're gonna go to one of those companies and be like, "Fuck my dad. What can we do?"
All right, real quick.
Guarantee.
Real quick, let me ask you on that one. And Sneaker Sensei is on the phone with us right now. It is For the Record Dash Radio. Jamal Jamo, Coach PR, Eitan Shander. What happens? Just look at this hypothetical from the business element. What happens if the kid comes into the NBA and is balling the fuck out in the first couple of months?
Nike will pay for him to move over.
Either that or his sneakers will go right out the fucking window.
Well, that's what I'm thinking.
They need to go out the window, speeding on the fucking highway. They need to go right out the window.
There might be enough
I'm just
people in
saying.
this country with expendable income, Sensei, that think, hey, man, this shit could be something because the kid's balling
For
out.
500, them shit's got to come with a free fire festival ticket.
He's balling, then what?
Respect.
Eitan,
Yeah, I'm with you.
Eitan, let me ask you a question. What do you know about this kid? What do you know about his lifestyle? Because what do you know?
Honestly, I know that his dad is
You know about his dad. You know
overprotective
nothing
as
about
fuck.
him.
Okay, you don't know nothing about this kid. Before LeBron touched the NBA basketball, we were following him.
Well, yeah, he was
playing
everywhere.
games on ESPN. Before Kobe, he was in Lower Merion on ESPN. We knew about him. And Jordan was just a phenomenon. So Kevin Durant, we followed him through Texas. He was a 6'11" point guard. What do we know about this kid? The kid is solid. What do we know about his lifestyle?
That he looks a little bit like Drake and he's got fucked up acne.
He don't talk
Right.
because his dad's talking the whole time.
Right,
And
but
his dad can't
play
get a
for him.
dentist.
His dad can't play for him.
Right, but so what's your point
And
as far
what
as
his dad did was put a bullseye on his.
correct?
Yo, they are gonna fuck the lining out of Lonzo Ball. when he
And
gets
so
in the
what?
league.
So what?
Yo,
So that
you
kid-
a real
you know
pro
what? You know
Lonzo
what?
when
So
LeBron
yeah,
Ball,
Because
man.
I am. And they know that even when I
his
do some
first
other
year,
shows.
he
I
got
am.
to sink or swim. He got to sink or swim.
Exactly.
It's gonna
We
make
don't
or
know
break
that.
it.
So who are we to say what's going to happen? We don't know. We have to.
Listen,
We yet to
Coach,
see what's
Coach,
going to
let me ask you a
happen.
question. Let me ask you a question. If Lonzo Ball averages 10 points, 5 assists, 8 rebounds a game, is he considered a failure or a success?
He's not. He's not considered anything.
Rookie year?
His rookie year. That's all right.
No, I'll take that. You
Yes.
said what? 10?
10-5.
No, but
He's
but
considered
not
a
for
failure.
him.
If he
Not-
doesn't
not-
come
not
into the
for him.
league and ball
Not
out
for him.
based on what his
Not for
father
him.
has said,
Not for him. It's not acceptable.
Correct.
First
Ba-
year.
based on
based
expectations,
on what
right?
based on the standard that his father has set,
He's
he's
gotta
a
come
fucking
out.
failure.
Yeah, he's gotta come
He's
out
gotta
and
come
work
in and quite literally
First of
ball
all,
out.
Oh, okay, but
We don't
hold
know
on.
what system he's going to. If you go in a system, he might not do that.
But-
if
but-
he gives you 10-5, you should be happy with. He might go to say you
If-
go to Golden State 10-5.
Yo, if rookie
Nah,
A
he'll go
gives
high.
you 10
He'll
and
go, like,
5,
top 3 team.
if rookie A gives me 10 and 5, I'm satisfied with that. Or
Listen,
as a fan, I'm
listen,
satisfied with that.
too-
If somebody
too bad,
who's
too bad the public isn't as understanding as you guys are.
he's got to come in and shoot
No.
the fucking lights out.
I think almost, Sensei, to Jamal's point, I think that we need to start looking at LeVar as a fucking idiot and start looking at this guy and say, I don't need to recognize and acknowledge you telling me that your son is better than LeBron, because that's absurd. Because for me to have the expectations that he's going to be better than LeBron is not anything that the kid has done. To your point about I don't know anything about the kid. It's all what the dad has said. Fuck him.
Right.
I don't need.
No,
I don't
no,
need.
no,
I don't
no,
need
I'm
him
not-
as far as
I'm
setting
not-
expectations. Let this young man get through it on the court.
Any
That's
player
where
who
y'all
hasn't
messed up.
let the game talk for them, any
Guys,
player
I'm
who
gonna
hasn't let the
end it-
game
I'm gonna
talk for
end it
them.
on this. I'm gonna end it on this. Coach, let me ask you a question. What was 50 Cent's best strategy to make it out there? What did 50 do to get known? What was his strategy?
Disrespect everybody else. Beef.
No, but disrespect the top shotters, right? He went after everybody who was on top.
Okay.
Jay-Z,
Right.
Ja Rule.
Right.
Who did LeVar Ball go after? His father. He went after Michael Jordan,
top guys.
LeBron James, and all the top shotters. So it's a marketing. It's the oldest marketing.
Right. So
tool
how
in the
can
game.
we say he's an
Yeah.
idiot? He's just one of the smartest dads
No,
we've
no.
ever seen.
Marketing
Not
to
if
make
it's
money.
dollars.
It
But-
does. It comes
But
out
for
to dollars. He's winning already.
expectations- But
He's
expectations are different than marketing. I'm not saying he's an idiot as far as marketing. He's clearly able to make money, okay?
But that's where you got to
separate.
confuse. We're
No.
not supposed to put our expectations on the son from the father. We can't do that. That's where we're missing up at. We should look at the son. We're listening to the dad that's never played and said
That's
he could
my
be Jordan.
point. Don't listen to the dad.
Right. So that's
Why are you
on
yelling
us.
at me?
But that's
No,
on
they had-
us.
they had
He's
his
doing what he's
father-
supposed to
His
do.
father was Sports Center. His father was on Sports Center.
He's
Man,
doing what he's supposed to
He
do.
came out like Vince McMahon on First Take, walking around there like he was coming into the
Yeah,
fucking
he-
ring.
Strutted
I'm gonna
in
say
crazy.
something. I'm gonna say something. This is why I'm gonna tell you why I feel this way. We're so used to seeing moms come out And I'm talking about as far as young black players coming out. Moms, the story, they didn't have the dad there. They didn't do this, that. Finally, we have a dad that's here talking about his son and picking up for his son, and we're knocking him down.
Coach.
No, don't stop me, coach.
Okay,
nothing.
right.
No, let the man do what he do.
Okay.
Let him do it. He's because to me, he's a genius.
Can I speak to your point?
Go ahead.
When the moms come out, they're wearing the jersey, they're clapping for their son, they're letting their son do what their son
They're
does.
mothers. They're supposed to do that. As a dad, I'm doing the same thing with my son and my grandkids. You're not going to be able to beat my son, and he's better than you. Till then, he's going to play, and he's going to better play. And if he's not, he's going to get better. He's
So
gonna
what
work to
happens
get
when
better.
you talk that shit and your son gets worked? When Lonzo comes into the league and he's got a target
That's
on his
good.
head.
That's good. That's good. It's supposed to
It's
happen.
good
Makes
to
my
get
son
played
stronger.
out the fucking league.
Make my son stronger because that's going to make him better.
Aren't you
I want
glad
y'all to
you
go
called
at him.
in, Sensei?
We gotta make a bet, me and you. I want your money. You know, you gotta spend some of that good cash
We'll
with me.
see.
Coach.
We'll see.
Jay, we appreciate it, brother. Thank you, man. All's well? Did we lose him?
He's gone.
Okay,
He
out.
hung up.
He had enough.
He's riding that lawnmower.
He
He's
said,
going to
listen,
find a pair of them
What
early
y'all talking
Lonzo
about,
balls.
man? I just appreciate what LeVar Ball is doing, man. And to me, he's doing what he got to do as a dad.
What he got to do is shut the fuck up and let his son get money.
But do you,
That's
you understand the
gonna come
difference,
regardless.
though?
That's going to come regardless.
That line has been merged, it's been blended now to the point where nobody is separating marketing to on the court, on the field, on
Whose
the
fault
ice
is that? The
expectation.
dad's?
No, it's not necessarily the dad's fault. That's why I said is that we as human beings in this society need to stop giving light to that. But at the same time,
Thank you.
Yeah, but here's the thing: we need to separate the two because I'm not saying that LeVar Ball shouldn't be in existence. Clearly, if he wants to make money for his kid and be a marketer and some brand guy, then go ahead and do that. What I'm saying is that I'm not looking at that personally and saying, well, that transfers to my expectations of him on the court.
Right.
Right.
But I also think that we are in the very little minority, right? The small minority, because people listen to LeVar Ball run his mouth on First Take and they think if this kid Lonzo can't show up and play and be Steph Curry week one because I'm told by his dad that he is Steph Curry, then he's a failure. I mean, it's the same thing as Harold Miner's going to be the next Michael Jordan.
And he wasn't.
And, you know, we put all this thing on it. Now, clearly, that's a big difference of talent between Miner and Jordan.
Right.
But how often are we doing this? Shit, man, I dealt with this for 31 games where people were telling me, yo, Joel Embiid is fucking Wilt Chamberlain. He's Wilt Chamberlain. And I'm like, yo, okay, he's great. And he's doing things that haven't been done before, but why? Why do we do this?
And the big difference, I mean, I don't know. We do it because we want the next era of greatness. We want to be assured that we're getting a sport, that we're getting something coming to the sport as great as what we've seen. And until they ascend, that's why we won't say Kobe is the Jordan heir apparent. We say Kobe's Kobe. Shaq's not the Bill Russell or the heir apparent to anybody. Shaq is Shaq. Mm-hmm. LeBron, even now, he's LeBron. And we don't put these people, we set a benchmark for them until the point they meet or exceed it or they show they can stand up on their own. The only difference is we do that as fans. We do that as spectators. We do that as appreciators of the sport. At no point do we have an authority on that talent coming forth and saying, you know what, I got a guy he's going to kill. Coaches don't do that. Calipari's not like, you know what, got a guy coming out next year. He's going to be the best you've ever fucking seen. Best point guard you've ever seen. But now that we have somebody's father, a position of authority coming out, like, not only do I have one guy, I got three guys. They're all going to be the best you've ever seen play this game.
If anybody's supposed to do it, it's supposed to be him.
But when has that ever been done before?
A lot of times.
LeBron. I feel like LeBron.
Lance Stephenson's dad was the same way.
Cam Newton.
Remember Lance
and
Stephenson's
maybe
dad
LeBron.
was the same way.
No. Not as far as being boisterous, but I'm saying as far as
He
like
was.
is there anybody we can point to that we pointed at and said, you are going to be the next fill in the blank that lived up to it from day one? LeBron.
But even then, that was us doing that as fans.
Fans.
We didn't have Gloria coming out and be like, my son is going to be the best you've ever seen. That's the biggest difference, is that these people came out like these, and we pointed to them saying, you're going to be great.
Correct.
You're going to be this. They weren't coming to us with, you know what, I'm going to be great. Because that shit gets you laughed off the fucking stage.
But they never, see, the kids never did that. That's why you have to respect. The kids have never said anything. They so humble. Let the dad do the talking. You know what's going to happen? We're going to have this bet. I bet you that Nike or Adidas, one of them big sneaker companies going to hire LeVar Ball.
No way.
They're going to shut you up.
How much?
No way.
In what time frame and how
That's
much?
just a push-up bet, Jamal.
In what time? Okay, how many push-ups?
I'm
In
telling
what
you,
time
man, this
frame?
guy he's doing what he's supposed to do, man.
Ostracizing every major brand? That's what he's supposed to
And
do?
you know what? Who we talking about? This guy got a reality show. The family has a reality show coming.
With who?
Yeah. I don't know who's with network, but they just gave him inside the deal.
I got a reality show coming.
Hey,
Everybody got.
All right,
If you
I
got a
don't have
fucking
one coming.
smartphone,
I don't have one
Turn
coming.
on IG Live. There's your
I don't have
reality
one.
show.
but
That's what I'm saying. Like, you
he's
can
getting
say
a
all
bag
of these
for
things.
that. He's getting a nice bag for that.
In
I'm
what-
not getting a bag for my IG thing.
I think you're speaking in theory because this is what LeVar Ball has told you. Just like LeVar
Nah,
Ball has
it's
told you
actually-
that his sneakers are going to make $1 billion, or that he's worth $1 billion.
He's worth $1 billion.
as a brand. How? Because he told you that?
That's what he says. That's how he feels.
Let me go ahead. Let me ask you real quick, and just to kind of big picture this, because I think that the story is fascinating from an NBA standpoint. I feel like if this were another sport, it would be more dominant on the big picture. But it's a credit to the NBA, and I don't know when this happened, but the NBA seems to have absorbed this thing a little bit. Do you think this whole thing is good or bad for the NBA? I don't feel like the NBA itself has been affected, if I can even say that.
The NBA won't be affected.
Nor
It's
will it.
terrific for the NBA.
Nor will it.
Because people are going to tune in. We're going to tune in to see that first game where Lonzo Ball plays
Everybody.
and gets his fucking head cracked.
And everybody be tuned in with
Lonzo
a high-ass viewership.
has to guard when whatever team he goes to has to face up against the Warriors, or has to face up against the Wizards, or has to face up against the fucking Cavs, and he goes up against an elite point guard, and he gets his fucking skull rocked.
And you know what's gonna happen, Jamal? What you think the NBA's gonna say? They're gonna be like, "Did you see the ratings we got?
Yeah, they're gonna see.
Let's keep on going with this."
Absolutely. Did you see the ratings we got? Do you see where we're winning as a league, and we still can't? LeVar still can't get anybody to buy $500 fucking kicks.
But they're loving it.
But here's the thing, though.
We have different concepts of where this is a win.
To your point, though, Jamal, I want him to be a villain, but he has to be good enough.
Right.
So initially, what could happen is he just comes out as bust. And now, I guarantee you, I think he's onto something, PR, because this kid, and it's not his fault, and I personally almost feel bad for him because he's going to come out as a built-in villain.
I want him to win.
I do.
I wish failure on nobody. I want him to succeed.
But he's going to come out as a villain, and until he shows that he can play in the league, he'll be labeled a bust. But until he gets to that point when he can ball, let's say year 2, he blows up, and now all of a sudden he's a problem. That would be perfect. Because you know his dad, it's not like all of a sudden if the kid can play and he's in the league, his dad's going to shut up and focus on LaMelo. And that's going to further embolden his dad. It's going to make his dad into
The
like a
worst
mon-
thing that
It's
can
going to be like
told y'all.
Barry Bonds, some steroid
exactly.
shit.
Exactly.
He's going to turn into the Incredible Hulk. That's the last thing that, like, you know, the traditionalists, the people that are anti him, and his dad's saying. But I don't know. I think that he's not good enough yet to be that villain. But a lot of people are going to be booing him. It's almost unfair.
People love that villain though.
Yeah, but LeBron was the perfect villain back when he went to Miami.
He was in Miami.
Because he was the best player on the planet. And it was a tour. Man, people were coming. They were showing up at stadiums just to boo him.
Just a boom.
I don't think I've
And then he went out every night and was able to shoulder that
Just
and
kill
fucking
people.
dominate.
and kill
Lonzo,
people.
just by virtue of the way basketball works, he's not coming into the league ready. You got to get a couple of games under your belt. So when I say he's going to get his head cracked, that's just a statement of fact. Every rookie comes in and gets owned a little bit, except for fucking LeBron, because LeBron is from a different planet.
Right.
But everybody comes into the league and gets shaken about a little bit. And because he plays that point or that 2, he's going to get run around by some guys who are faster, stronger, and more dominant than him. So he's going to get his fucking shit right.
It's For the Record, Dash Radio. That is Jamal Jamo. This is Coach PR. I am Eitan Shander, and we're just flying right now. A lot on ball, the kicks, the $500 kicks. You heard Sneaker Sensei weigh in. You know, he's got the Under Armour experience and expertise, so we had to go to the sneaker expert for that. Here's the thing. I want to just change gears real quick as we wind down here, because we've done a lot in these 30-plus minutes. We touched a little bit on the NFL draft. Something came out in there, and not, you know, the domestic violence stuff with Joe Mixon and Caleb Brantley and others. I feel like that's just a whole different conversation where sports is being asked to solve society's problems way too much, where it's so convenient for the regular person to just say, you solve it in sports. But one thing that popped up, and this is something that I can't wrap my head around, is the story about marijuana and the NFL. And Roger Goodell's statement that during the NFL draft, and this was like the only negative that came out of the entire draft, saying that, you know, weed is as dangerous as anything else, and people, you know, these players are still hooked on it. And it was just it sounded like it was just sponsored by Big Pharma, right? Like everything there was coming out of his mouth about these huge pharmaceutical companies that we know they're in bed with. And
He's supposed to say that.
I know he's supposed to say that, but again, I feel like maybe it's contradictory to what I just said 30 seconds ago, but I feel like sports is ahead a lot of times in our society, where you couldn't look at a locker room in the NFL and see people of different shades, of different backgrounds, of different faiths, and for whatever reason, they come together in a work environment way more than all of us when we go to the day-to-day, and it's like, oh, fuck, I can't stand this motherfucker I got to work with. Now, for whatever reason, there's something to that, and you'd like to think where we are in our society, where marijuana is so prevalent legally in most places and medically as well, that this wouldn't even be an issue. And yet it is this major issue. I still don't get it.
Well, because, the NFL, like you said, they're in bed with all these big drug companies.
Is that really the only thing?
Yeah, it's probably an issue
that's
because
all
they
it
can't
is.
make money off it.
They won't make money.
They
And what
could
you think the
monetize
kickback
it?
is? What do you think the kickback is for the NFL? Let us keep on getting this money.
Right.
Hook these players to your drugs. Here's your kickback.
But the government now is
Everybody
making money off it, right? That was the whole thing before about why it wasn't legal, is because there was such a big black market on it, and the government wasn't making a cut.
It's got to be a black market.
Well, a darker shade. Of
You ever went to the white market?
But no,
Yeah, for real. You ever been to a flea market in Rye
It was wonderful. I got fresh produce and a
See?
rug for the living room.
versus the flea market in Portchester? All right, you know you're getting a deal.
An old pair of LeVar Ball kicks. But nah, like it's. I think because they can't police it, because they can't regulate it, obviously it becomes a thing where they don't want it utilized.
What about just not testing it? Phil Jackson brought that to the NBA, where it was just like, stop testing. You don't need to have this whole document drafted that it's legal. All you do is just, you don't test for it.
Right, you don't make it illegal.
Right, exactly right. You stop testing for it. That, I feel like, speaks to what you're saying more about this political thing, where they almost need to be in bed and publicly in bed with the pharmaceutical companies.
It's more money. You know how much money they're going to lose if they stop messing with these drugs?
But that's the thing. Like, if you stop testing, right, then you can still have the bowl. You know how your grandmother has the bowl of M&Ms?
Yeah.
And they have the bowl in these locker rooms of all the pills? You can still have the bowl of pills.
But how many people are going to take that bowl, though? Because now if I could take a THC pill, which is actually better than smoking, but if I could take that THC pill and feel that body high, and instead of taking that muscle relaxer, I'm taking the THC. Because I'll be hooked to that bowl. This bowl's I'm not going to be hooked to it.
But
how many people going to be, that bowl's still going to be full the whole season.
But the NFL, I imagine the NFL is only making their money once they get the bowl, not for how much they spend, right? So there's always extra.
But you won't have to order any more pills after, my whole team.
I mean, they'll still need the THC.
They're going to take the THC. They're not going to touch that
Got
bowl.
you, but they're not policing it or making money off it. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So how do we get around that?
Like you
Let's
said,
look for
Will said,
solutions.
just don't test it.
But no, I brought that up, and then you countered
What
with
else?
something
I'm
that I
just-
thought was better, which
You
was
just don't
shit.
test it, but
Nobody's
you
going
got-
to grab the damn pills in
But
the
you gotta
bowl.
but you gotta get rid of that bowl though.
No,
That bowl's
right.
not going.
And it's not. So we can't.
So there's no.
Wait, did you just argue for and against?
Yes.
The argument?
It's like, so we're not. So this is a waste of conversation.
No.
We're not gonna get rid of it.
Those are the best conversations
They are,
to have,
yeah.
because a lot of times you look at that and you think, okay, on the surface you're chasing your tail, you're spinning your wheels, but then you start to unravel a peel of an onion. I guarantee you there's a solution. Hell, we found, and notice how I said we, not Jamal, we found a solution to bring together Just Blaze and Big Dog last time.
Yes,
I think
yes.
this time we can find a solution. Get used to it, because I'm stealing everything you come up with.
You're executive producing my ideas. I appreciate that.
It's a team effort, man.
Right. You stepped into the studio, you hit one drum button and put echo on a single track. You did one ad lib and now you're a co-writer. I get
Co-writer.
it. All
You
right.
didn't read that waiver you signed?
All right. And
All ideas are subject to everyone else.
my bad boy contract was better than this. This is some bullshit.
So let me ask you: if you in the market, Denver, California, Arizona, should it be allowed? Then you should have that THC. You should be able to take an intake since it's legal.
No, because
There's a lot of
you're regulated by a different governing body. It's not a matter of what market you're in. Yeah, it should be legal across the board.
Because it's legal in those cities.
I mean-
why not for you as a ball player? Why couldn't you have the intake?
For the same reason that as a ball player, I can't go out and fucking spear somebody with a helmet on. Like, you're regulated by the set of rules within the body that you're operating with.
And I'm not coming up with one of the solutions.
You're coming up with a solution for 3 markets.
There's more than 3 markets now. There's 28 cities.
But you're coming up with the solution for 3 markets that legalize weed. Mm-hmm. Like, what does that do for a player in Boston? What does that do for a player in New York?
What I'm saying to say to you is that I'm gonna have to live in Denver, right? And I play for the fucking Broncos, and I can't indulge.
No,
You know
and that's the problem.
Because of your employer.
Right.
Because technically your employer is not based in your state. Technically it's a franchise of a larger group out of New York. So it's independent, therefore they have their own rules.
It's like working for Chick-fil-A. Like, you work for Chick-fil-A, you gotta be straight and hate everybody who's not Christian everywhere. You can't just love them because you're in a tolerant state.
You want me to make you feel a little bit better about this? Because you're right. Ultimately, I think we are just getting into a circular discussion here, and I don't know if we have a solution. I thought we might come to a solution, but I don't know if
They
we
got to
have
come up with one, though.
Do you know Ashley Graham? No. Do you know Ashley Graham?
I don't know who it is, but you told me about her. Let me see.
It's For the Record. Dash Radio.
I knew he was going to go here,
Coach
man.
PR.
Remind me one of my other co-hosts I
Shander.
had.
I can't. See, I brought this up in a break, and Jamal's eyebrows just like shot up.
God bless her.
She's posting nude
That
in
white queen,
This is amazing. She's the thick
creamy
Sports
milk
Illustrated
of
model, right?
magnesia.
So, Jamal, it's safe to say you'd be like this. Excuse
Ashley
me,
Graham is thicker than Charles Barkley's accent. God bless her.
Excuse
You're
me, my
buying
new
her a
brother.
pair of
Can
the
you
ball
tap
kicks.
that pretty white girl over there with that thick ass?
Absolutely.
You right? That's true.
Absolutely. I
This
want to
is
talk
like-
to Ashley
see,
Graham
let me see,
about
let
the
me
weather.
This is supposed to break records here. This is like expected to be, up to like Beyonce, not equivalent, but up to that because
Right.
everybody wants to see her naked.
I can't see nothing, though.
Well, I got to get to the next
You did.
picture.
You
I
watermarked the titties?
No, I didn't. Let me get to the
those
next
are my
page
titties.
here.
I'm not. Nobody looking at them but me.
I didn't want to get called out for being on my phone like last time, so I was trying to be slick and get to the picture. But I had to slide that one in there right there. But no, she's posting nude in this magazine, and apparently this is like the hottest trend going on right now.
It's gonna sell
Because
like hotcakes.
Why? She was the first plus size, if you want to call it that, model for Sports Illustrated.
When she's in that magazine, I'ma cop the magazine the way Nelly and the St. Lunatics were copping Air Force Ones. Guaranteed.
I've never even heard of this girl.
Well, that's more for me.
Seriously. We try to bring you all these things each week,
Yeah,
we try to get you up to date on things. And I'm
Did
gonna
you
show
drive
another
your
thing.
DeLorean here? Like, where are you? What rock are you living under that you
I-
think
I-
Jordan, that you
actually-
think LeBron doesn't have
Here
a
he
bad
goes.
post-up
Here-
game?
here
I
he
tell you what,
goes.
I'm stealing that one.
Like,
you
where
drive
are
your
you
DeLorean?
coming from that you haven't heard of Ashley Graham?
I haven't heard of
Here we go. Check this out, Buddha. All right.
She do any videos? Any hip hop
Because
videos?
This is
Nah,
insane.
she's a
right?
model. She was on the Sports Illustrated cover. She did the Victoria's
Who's she
Secret.
fucking? Who's she fucking? She fucking anybody that we know?
Why has everybody got to fuck somebody?
Yeah,
to
come
be
on,
somebody?
man.
Like, for
Why-
me to know her, who is she? That? 'Cause
Why
she's a
can't you
Sports
just look at the thick
She's just a
plus
beautiful
size?
thing.
It's
Sports
beautiful,
Illustrated
but
model?
who the hell is she? Look at that.
Who cares?
Exactly.
There are
That's why you
Instagram
look at
models
it.
that you wouldn't even know that have like 5,000 followers.
So she's just another Instagram.
I've seen it all.
No.
I've seen it all.
Have you seen that one though? That was the back shot.
That's the back shot.
That was the back. Yeah. See, maybe you haven't seen
Look
it all.
at those lovely ladies.
Maybe you haven't seen it all, my friend.
Like, why does she
Hey,
need to
bro,
be
I can
fucking
go right on
somebody?
my IG and just type up thick white girls and I see that.
Yeah, but she's more famous.
I don't know who she is. How famous is she?
She's on the cover
Matt,
of Sports
who is she,
Illustrated.
Matt? Jay, who is this girl?
Sports
Up on
Illustrated.
Instagram.
How do you not know that? All right, here's
There
another
are
thing.
millions of people. For every
know her.
one coach,
Yeah,
there
yeah,
are a
millions
good
that know her.
10 million people that know her.
And you're the only one. See,
I'm gonna look her up on IG.
here's another
right
thing
now.
that I'm
Go
trying
be
to get
follower
PR
number
on.
10 million.
Not physically on because he's got family and all, but
Right,
trying
right,
to
right.
put him
He's
on
gotta go home to the squad.
is Tinder, right? I'm showing him all this stuff about Tinder all the time. I know you're more than familiar.
You know about
with
that
this thing.
too?
I've
Are
heard
you on?
tell.
Yeah, no, he's
I've-
heard. He
I've
knows
heard of
about
such a thing. I've read articles about it. I have
It's-
friends who have utilized it.
I utilize it as much as I humanly possible.
Fair.
So let me ask you a question because I have this argument a lot with people, friends of mine down in Philly. What's the farthest you travel? Now, again, it's not to travel to meet somebody. When I say you travel to meet somebody,
Traveling for the buns.
correct. Like it's pretty much assumed before I hit the keys into the ignition that I'm going there to fuck. So with that said, what's the farthest? If I were to say, if I set the over-under at 70 miles,
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere where I might have to go to the bathroom after I get out the car. Like, it can't be.
Right. It gotta be under.
I got a 1 bottle of water travel limit.
Yo, Aton had that look like the under pure. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
I was at
I'm
150
betting
miles.
No. 70 was the longest I went, and it was.
Did you beat?
Yeah, for 70 miles? Fuck yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, this shit doesn't happen. No, but I'll tell you the story, right? I go down there, and it's one of these where it's not like, there are a couple times where you go there and she's ready. It's pretty much you walk in, it's like, hey, you want to do this? Okay, cool. So now that's happened to me multiple times, when I set something like this up, that's pretty much what I expect.
Right.
This was the complete opposite. I didn't know at the time it was going to be,
You didn't know it was
wait.
going to go down.
Well, no, I knew it was going to go down. I didn't know at the time I had to sit there and marinate this beef for 2 hours and do all this shit.
I drove.
Well, that's the thing. So finally, it popped off, and it was worth it. But it was one of these things where, for about an hour, I'm thinking to myself, am I really going to have to embarrass her and say, I drove an hour, and this shit ain't gonna go. Like, I'm really thinking about having that conversation, but then everything went. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'll do 70 if I know.
How about you do 70, you beat, and the shit is so whack.
That's a risk, man. It hasn't happened yet. It hasn't happened. It hasn't happened yet, but I'll tell you what, it's a risk.
It's a risk.
30. Would you do 30 miles?
30 miles, yeah. But if I'm not driving, if I drive 70 miles and I still gotta wait an hour, I'm going through her purse and getting my gas money back. I'll turn around.
That's fair. That's fair. I've made a
Bro,
girl.
Rockaway, for real.
Listen, I've driven 40 miles and I've made the girl pay for the hotel.
100%.
Okay, so there we are.
And I'm fucking up the incidentals.
Yes.
I'm eating a $20 gummy bears and a bag of
Put your Amex on there and let me get everything I can out of the fridge.
100%.
All right, there
I'm
we
not
go.
even drinking the whole bottle of water.
Alongside Jamal Jamo, PR, Aton Shander, it is For the Record.
Yeah.
1, 2.
STRshow.com.
We welcome you back to For the Record alongside Jamal Jamo, Coach PR, Aton Shander, and we bring in one of my favorite MCs of all time. I know for you as well. The one and only Royal Flush. Flush,
Yes,
what's good,
yes.
brother?
Queens, baby.
zone.
Hey, shit, just chilling, family, can't complain.
What the hell you doing right now? What's going on with you?
Well, I just got back from the city. I had to meet up with my lawyer today because we're about to drop the new album, so I'm getting everything in order. That's about it.
New heat?
Yes, new heat, new album, all cards on the table coming this summer.
What can you tell us about it? A little snippet, a little preview?
I mean, I got some good features on it. Like I got Uncle Bird on it. I mean, my production lineup is crazy. I got P-Rock, I got Lock Professor, I got Havoc from R&B, I got Buck Wow. I mean, the list goes on, but it's some stuff definitely the world been waiting for since Ghetto Millionaire, so it's definitely a part 2 of that.
Nice.
You got Lil Yachty on there too. Matt was telling us. So how's that record go?
Yeah. Well, it's me choking him out. It's a song out.
You got a whole skit of it?
Yeah, just me smacking the shit out of him for something real rap. That's all. It's not too much.
Hey, Flush, but you
Put
had
that shit over a beat, man. I'll buy that track.
Flush got kids. Flush got kids his age.
I filmed it right in Burgundy while I was getting some short beef ribs. I was stomping him out. So I'll show y'all the picture.
Hey, thanks for that plug, bro. Listen, you have a son that listens to Yachty though, right? So what do you tell him? Like, yo, this is not rap.
I mean, my son doesn't listen to Yachty, but I mean, the younger kids. I mean, but he listens to real. He listens. I like Justin Gold. I like a couple of artists that I like. It don't matter where you're from when you mumble rap. My thing just makes some sense. I don't care what you're saying. If I can understand you, you're giving me some type of knowledge, even if it's good or bad. But just to not say nothing, I don't think that should work.
Come on, man, peekaboo. Yo, Jamal look at me like a crazy. I Flush.
Know all the songs by heart. Coach in here letting us know
right?
his playlist is
Seriously, telling on himself.
Yeah, I'm telling that. Listen, man, it's basketball season, playoffs right now. Who you rocking with?
In my playlist right now?
I was actually talking about the NBA playoffs.
Playoffs, not playlist.
LeBron, man.
Yep. Tell him. PR don't believe in him.
Let him hear something. Oh, man. Yeah, let's go.
PR's not a believer.
Yeah. Please go do that again.
How can they not?
They are.
Yeah, how can they not?
Is it because LeBron's easily the most dominant player that's ever touched the basketball?
Yo, you think you so slick, Jamal.
I'm just asking questions.
See,
Let
Flush,
the man
we've
answer.
had a battle here. That's why. So they're bringing it back up. We've had a battle about LeBron, and for some reason, PR's not giving up the props.
He's not giving LeBron props.
Let me tell you what he said to me though. They asked me, when it's all said and done, tell my kids, would I tell my kids and my grandkids that LeBron was the best player I ever seen? No, he was the third best player I ever seen.
You're gonna talk about LeBron the way people used to talk about Bruce Jenner. You are going to
Yeah, Caitlyn.
Nah, the way they used to when they talk about the decathlon shit.
I love. You know what, PR, I'm with you on that. Because when I sit down with my kids, they gotta hear Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan. Like,
Okay, but do they hear that they were better than LeBron? Or do they hear that LeBron was the most dominant to ever touch a court?
Magic Johnson's better than LeBron. What are you talking about?
Stop
Sorry,
that.
what?
Stop that.
Yo, oh my God.
I may
yo.
go.
Oh,
I may
Only
leave right
thing
now.
Magic's better at LeBron than is dodging eights. He's not better at playing. He wasn't a better basketball player than LeBron.
He played all five positions.
So does
Magic?
LeBron.
5 rings
So
in
does
his
LeBron.
5 rings. 5 rings,
See,
bro.
Flush, this is what happened, man.
LeBron needed James Worthy.
When
Magic needed James Worthy.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar got hurt, Magic Johnson had to go to center.
Thank
to
you.
win, man. He played every position.
He was
Let's not go there.
6'9.5" playing center. They only had like 3 big dudes back then.
But at that game, he was running the point.
And he ran the point.
He had to go from the point to
Vision was crazy.
He did that for one game. LeBron's been doing that for 13 fucking seasons.
man.
Give that man his credit.
Nah, it's a difference between being greedy and playing a different position.
Oh, now he's
Yes.
y'all are wild.
Hey, Flush, thanks for the shameless
he
plug.
needed a friend.
And
He
being my
needed a
friend.
friend,
See?
Flush. You came through
We
just
see
right.
that now. We see how that works. Well, all right, so Flush, here's something else we were talking about real quick, is weed in the NFL. And we're just all going to guess that you're pro smoking weed in the NFL, right?
Yeah.
Just an educated guess.
That's a fair. I feel
Right.
like that's a fair.
I went to Vegas and put my life savings on that one.
Yeah, I mean, if I was in the hospital getting an operation and the doctor said, let me smoke a blunt first, I'd be like, go ahead.
Exactly. That's what I would do. I would tell you
That makes everything better. I don't take away from your creativity. It don't take away from nothing. So it makes everything better, from food to sex.
Yeah, I totally agree with that.
And heals everything. So I don't know what's the problem with the NFL. If it heals a whole bunch of stuff. Like,
It doesn't heal everything.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Okay.
You know, just not everything.
Right.
Not AIDS.
I mean, ask
Right.
Magic, it might. Magic might, yeah.
But come on,
Magic
look up
had
and
that
stuff.
fire,
It
man.
does
Yeah.
much more better than it does.
Yeah, it does. It does do more good.
I haven't heard anybody die from marijuana like alcohol.
Yes.
Right?
No, and I think that's it, right? When you look at this whole battle back and forth, it's, I don't know, people are still caught up on the taboo of it, but also people thinking like these dudes are going out smoking and then playing football. Like, you actually have fans out there that are so ignorant that are thinking, if my quarterback's out smoking weed, he's going to start throwing to the other team.
Yeah, exactly.
The fuck out of here.
Nah.
Yeah.
It's gonna make him
when
too
the game's
docile.
over, he's sitting in that ice water, he want to smoke something, that's all.
That's
Yeah,
all.
that's all.
Yeah, because I'd rather smoke than, be addicted to the pain pills that they just shove down your throat in the NFL.
Smoke on Wednesday, play on Sunday. Like they just need a little something to pass
That's
the
it.
time.
That's it.
I have to ask you this though, right? You see, you see what's going on with this whole rap stuff with the mumble rap, and everybody's talking about the new guys and the old guys and beefing, whatever. How do you, as a vet in the industry, how are you adapting to this whole different type of music right now? Because it's harder for you guys being vets and trying to get your music to be played on air right now. Nobody's doing that.
Well, I remember when I first started came out with Mike Geronimo, and I think it was Melly Mel and Kumo D doing an interview, and it was like the same question y'all asking me that they asked them. Mm-hmm. And they was just like, well, time changed, and so they sounded a little like, well, they didn't really like the new stuff. But time must change. Ain't nothing gonna sound the same. I don't sound like the Furious Four, and these new artists don't sound like how me and Nas and Coogee Rap and Rakim sound. Time just changed. You gotta get with the music. Everything will come back around, but you gotta get with the music. You can't hate on what's new. Because these young kids, they party more than us. Like when I came out in the 80s and the 90s, it was more of, on a corner, drug dealer music. Everybody wanted to be a hustler. Nowadays, these guys are swiping and partying, so they want to hear the music. You gotta play the music that relates to you.
But they're getting the radio play, and guys like you guys that putting out the good music, we don't hear from them. Oh, they're too old. No, how about when people want to hear music?
When I came out, I didn't have to kiss every DJ's ass. All my record label paid whoever it was that ran Hot 97, and my song got played. Now these new artists, they gotta kiss every DJ's ass. DJ is more important than a rap artist right now.
Yeah.
I see more bookings for a DJ than I do rap artists. So if the DJs ain't playing your song, you ain't gonna get heard. A New York DJ say I'm breaking a new record and play it 2 times and then go right back to Gucci Man.
Yeah.
That's real.
You know, and then when I'm in Atlanta they play all day music. It could be Little Crackhead coming out and everybody's supporting them.
Yep.
You know, it's just a support here. Now if all the DJs in New York said, you know what, let's just play New York records for a week. It'll give people that listen to New York to hear some new New York music.
Yeah, we want to hear New York music
all day long.
We got Flex bugging out on the radio too much to make that happen though. He's out here blacking for no real
Going
reason.
at Pac. What do you think about that, Flush? He's going at Pac right now. Whack 100 going at Pac. Why are they going at guy that can't defend himself? I don't understand that. We went at a dead guy and now saying that he's not gangster.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about that, man. I guess people, you know, and I guess in our older generation, we want to be like, we wish we could do hip hop for love, or we could be on MTV all day. So now the guys that from my era are 35 and up, they're looking for attention. So now they're just reaching for attention because they know they can't do nothing that's happening right now. Like right now, everything is the internet, on TV, websites, social media. So that if a rapper from my era didn't have that, now for them to get that, they got to do some nonsense.
For real. Hey, Flush, one more time on the album because we got to get going, and we appreciate you hopping on with us. So one more time on the album.
The album is called All Cards on the Table. Coming this summer, unbelievable. It reminds you of my first album, Ghetto Millionaire. It's just right now, it'll be 20 years later, in August. So I'm going to throw it back out this August, which will be the 20-year anniversary of my first album.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate you.
I stop medallions. Good looking, Queens.
Yo, Flush, I'm ready to beat you in fantasy football again. If you need some tips on drafting, you let the kid know. I'm going to walk you through it, all right?
Okay, well, you know I already got a championship over there, but it's all right.
Yeah, but when's the last time you won a championship against me? You ain't never won against me, brother. I'm coming. You got to come beat the king. You want to be the king, you got to beat the king. You want to be the king, you got to beat the king.
This is my year.
We
feel
got
like people say that every year before they lose to me.
I heard you draft too many Jets, Flush. That's what I heard.
He wins with that?
Never.
The Brunswick Football League. No, I win. The Brunswick Football League champion.
For 20 years.
There you go.
Thank you for calling in, brother.
Thank you,
Appreciate you, Flush.
All right, thank y'all, man. Y'all have a good one.
You as well, man.
You got it. The great Royal Flush with us. We want to thank him for hopping on with us. That's right, Queens finest in the house. It is Dash Radio, Dash Talk for the record, alongside Jamal Jamo, Coach PR, Eitan Shander. Jam-packed show, so we thank you all for hopping in with us again. Thanks to Royal Flush for just hopping on with us. And also, thank you to our 2. That's right, we've got 2 this week. iStandard BOC Producers of the Week. First up, Focus of Aftermath fame, game documentary as well, and also Shaw Money XL, former president of G Unit, and also legendary A&R. So we want to thank both of them. They're providing the music for us each and every week. We've got the iStandard BOC Producers of the Week. This week, 2 of them, Focus, Shaw Money XL.
Shaw, I want my money, Shaw.
More tune for your head top.
All right, fellas, that's it.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, Coach is bugging.
Nah, I'm bugging.
The Coach PR hotline is
what I want to add.
1-800-HELP-COACH. Right at the bottom of the screen. Everybody call in 1-800-HELP-COACH.
And you know what? Flush is on my side. The last thing I got to say, Burgundy's Cafe.
Also, thanks to Sneaker Sensei for popping in and giving us some wisdom on LeVar Ball.
Yes.
It is all for the record.
For the record.
What you doing picking in them people's window?
STRshow.com.